Well, first I just want to congratulate Dominguez Hills. Coming in here and taking 2 from us is quite a task, and they played extremely well today. So tip of the hat to their coaching staff and their kids, and for battling and dealing with weather and delays and all that good stuff. And we wish them the best moving forward. And Rogers State as well. Both those teams represent Division II softball very well, and very impressed with both of those programs. And I know whoever wins over the next couple of days will represent Division II at the utmost amount of respect there. I also like to thank the NCAA committee for everything they've done this week. It's just been a very smooth event for our student athletes and our coaches, Metro State especially, for hosting everybody again this year. And this is year 2. Last year was a major challenge. This year we got to feel the hospitality a little bit more here at Metro, and just quality people, and just a great event for our student athletes, and of course the city of Denver for opening their arms again for us.
27 hits for them. They just hit the tar out of the ball.
Yeah.
The 2 games here today. What was it about the hitting for them?
Yeah, I just think we just weren't quite as sharp as we have been in the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, to be honest with you, and they swing it well. But on the flip side, I thought we swung it extremely well as well. But it was just, who was going to score last and score the most. And it's just one of those days. But no complaints on my end. All of our pitchers continued to battle. They kept fighting as hard as they possibly could. And then offensively, we kept fighting as hard as we possibly could. But, today is not, about the last 2 ball games. This is, to be sitting here – right now with these just 2 juniors on my left and right, and because at the beginning of the year there was no chance. No one gave us a chance to be here. We were the 3rd ranked team in our region 2 weeks ago, and we're sitting here one of the top 4 teams in the country. So I'm beyond proud of this program.
Yeah, you talked about taking those lumps early, but all the growth you saw in the last 5 or 6 weeks, I mean, that's got to be just great to think about. That I don't know if all these kids are back, but a good portion of these kids are going to be back next year.
Yeah, it's I told them upstairs, it's just this is 22 years for me, and I've never had a team grow as much as they have, and they had the room to grow, but they did, and that's just a tribute to the quality kid that they are. It's cool to see good things happen to good kids that deserve it and that have earned it.
We talked about a lot of inexperience. What is that experience going to be like for next year?
Well, you can't replace getting here. It's hard to get here. We talked about that the other day. It's hard to win. It's hard to get here. Are we ahead of the schedule? Possibly. But for them to get here, get the experience, and not only just get here and show up, but they competed their hearts out. It's got to help us in the future. But it'll be hard to get back. It always is. It's just hard to get to the College World Series at the Division II level. So but with as young as we are in our roster, for our freshmen that played so many crucial innings for us, and our pitching staff that's 3/4 new to our program, for them to get out here and to get innings in under their belt, they're going to benefit from it in the long run.
Olivia, from the first day of practice till now, talk about that growth from this team.
It's hard to explain. The girls that we have, and the friendships and bonds that we've developed, Jaycie as well, like, it's so much fun just to sit back and say, well, look at where we began and look where we are now, and how, honestly, I think even ourselves, we had a little bit of doubt, but at the same time, we knew under his guide and under the leadership of Jaycie as well, we knew what we could do as long as we kept our mind to it. And I think the freshmen especially, they really stepped up this past year, and I think that's very exciting knowing that they're coming back.
How much fun was this season? I mean, Peach Belt tournament champs, I believe, and then 49 wins, which is no easy feat, but it must have been a fun ride for you guys.
I would say we gelled a little bit after we got punched in the mouth. Our final no, not our final conference series. We went away and we lost the series, and I think that was the kind of gut punch where we were like, all right, we're better than this, let's fix it. And that was kind of where we stepped. I told everyone to go home, look in the mirror, and say, like, let's figure it out. And the next day at practice, you could tell we had something salty in our mouth, and we came back.
So you'll be a senior next year, and then you'll be a leader and try to bring these kids back here again. But what are some things you'll tell them in the off season and get them ready? And all this experience is going to be so great for you guys.
Work while we wait. That's all it is to it. We know what we've been here. We know how it takes to get here. So just keep our mind right.
Just give me some thoughts on Coach and how he's helping your growth this year.
My honest opinion, no, I'm joking. No, I mean, that's a testament to him, the fact that this team is so young and the fact that we started where we were and he led the path for us. And I don't think many coaches can do that or can say that they have that opportunity. And he's one of the best I've ever played for. So,
Jaycie, what was the season like for you guys?
It was fun. Ups and downs. Sorry. Just different than last year, and I know that has a lot to do with myself and the growth and the transition that I made. Just, adapting and, kind of just like either saying, okay, it's either time to hang them up or it's time to just do this and, do it good one last time. And it's just, these girls are like, we just love each other well. And I think that's out of everything, like softball aside, like just good people. And Coach, like, he never gave up on me. And I knew I struggled when I first transferred here. I did really bad. And it's the worst softball I've ever played. And then now it kind of got to play like myself again for a little bit. And I'm just thankful for everything. The girls are amazing, and obviously not the way we wanted it to end, but you can't. There's so much more than the game, than a win and loss.
What will you take from this World Series experience? You're going to be a leader just like Olivia. You'll be the seniors that everybody relies on. What do you take from this year and go into next year?
Well, this year is, I don't know. It's hard to think about everything. Sorry. It's exciting knowing how good the team is and how young they are and how much talent that didn't even get to really play this year. And that's what's most exciting from someone that, is, working with these girls every day. And, what people don't see is just the practice time and, how good everyone is.
Seems like these two girls, Coach, care so much about this program. You get to have them back next year.
Yeah.
And so next year must be just super exciting for you. I'm sure you're ready to get started already.
Yeah, and they kind of epitomize college softball to a T. It's different journeys, different ways, and Jaycie's, battled through so many injuries in her career that she could have easily said, "I'm done." And even after last year, she didn't play much for us at all. She could have easily said, "I'm done," but to her character, and that's the biggest thing is just she went back to work and she can finish this season on her terms, and that's the biggest thing that for me as a coach. And I want these kids to play this game as hard as they can, as long as they can, and when it's time, they'll know it's time, but I want them to finish on their terms. And Liv, I can't speak highly enough about her. We lost so many key components last year from last year's squad that was sitting here as well to finish the season, but you knew it kind of fell on her, and she handled it. She handled it like a true champ that she is, and she's been a part of this program for several years, and she's the face of our program right now. And I think that's impressive for her because she was, a couple years back, just that freshman that was just kind of learning the ropes and taking her lumps, and now she's grown into such a leader for us in our program.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations on the season.
Thank you all for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.